this video, I'm going to literally show you how the YouTube algorithm works, and I'm going to prove it. This channel got 100,000 views on their first video in 100 days. And they've just done it again on their second video in half the time. It is a fascinating insight into how YouTube tests content from small channels, collects data, and uses it to inform future viewing decisions, and ultimately get you more views. And I've broken all of this down into 7 steps that you can follow. But I do have one disclaimer. Yes, we are following a gaming channel success, but the niche is irrelevant. The algorithm will work in exactly the same way for any channel as long as you follow the steps. Now let's find out what they are. So, we already know from Todd at YouTube, who's the product lead for the homepage and recommendations, what YouTube tends to do with small channels.
When we have absolutely no behavioral data, we're going to probably rely more on the metadata, the data that we have in terms of the title and the description.
It is not uncommon for your very first video to get most of its impressions from search traffic, at least to begin with, and that's perfectly fine. The important thing at this stage is that your video is getting clicks and collecting data. Now, the channel in question started off slowly, very, very slowly. On day 1, this channel's first video got just 23 views. Yeah, you know the feeling, right? And after 45 days, only a few hundred views, most of them from search traffic. And hey, let's be honest, if you're going to clearly label your video as Wing Commander, a retrospective analysis, then at least YouTube should have a pretty simple job categorizing it for search.
And I would say search is probably the first place for fresh videos. You upload a brand new video around Minecraft, we're going to consider that video when somebody searches for Minecraft based on the title and description.
So, yes. Whether your video is about Wing Commander, Minecraft, the iPhone, cryptocurrencies, or a vegan diet, at the very beginning, when you're a small channel, the YouTube algorithm is likely to push your content more through search, even if you don't want it to. And that, for Space Cadet Rewind, is a little bit of a problem. Wing Commander, a 30-year-old space simulator video game, isn't a big search term on YouTube, and it never will be. What Wing Commander is, however, is a huge pull on the nostalgic heartstrings of video gamers of a certain vintage, including myself. While I may not intentionally search for Wing Commander, if such a video does happen to pop up on my homepage as I'm casually perusing around YouTube and remind me of carefree days when I could play video games until lights out and not have to work for a living to pay a mortgage, such a video may perk my curiosity enough to watch. And obviously, this video did perk my interest. It's the reason I spent a couple of hours of my spare time watching and enjoying it, and then investing a further tens of hours professionally figuring out why this video is so successful and how it illustrates the algorithm perfectly. This is the sort of emotionally evocative content that drives around 70% of all views on YouTube. When a user first starts a YouTube session, they are given a range of choices that the algorithm thinks they may enjoy and start watching. And most of us will agree that it does a very good job of that. And that's what needs to happen next for this video to succeed. Not for individuals to search for it, but for an entire audience, the right audience, to discover it. Once the YouTube algorithm has data, it has a decision to make. Did the video provide enough positive signals to suggest viewers were satisfied by the content? If the answer is yes, it's time for YouTube to test the video with new audiences. If no, it will always have limited distribution. In other words, the video simply isn't good enough. It appears that this Wing Commander video, over its first 60 days, did satisfy viewers with huge amounts of watch time and comments that proved just how much people enjoyed watching the video. And this data was good enough for YouTube to begin a new testing phase with that video. And this time, YouTube has a much more powerful data set to work with. Us, the viewer. It can now analyze the viewing habits, tastes, and preferences of the people who did watch the video and then find similar viewers who may also find the video interesting. No longer does a viewer have to actively search for Wing Commander to find the video, and not many were. Instead, YouTube is now serving the video to them because they're a gamer, or they're into sci-fi, or they love long video essay retrospectives. From the thousands of videos you've already watched, YouTube knows you. Now, in my case, I like Star Wars, Star Trek. I play video games. I've played these type of space simulators in my past. It's as if this video was magnetically pulled towards me.
The main job of the algorithm is to serve the user when they show up. A lot of creators think about things from the creator perspective. Oh, well, I make a video and then YouTube pushes it out to a bunch of people. For the most part, recommendations and search don't get pushed out. They get kind of pulled from viewers.
Yes, just like Todd said. spread. Once a video is being recommended to viewers and being received positively, well then you've got a viral moment on your hands, like this channel did, from a drip, to a trickle, to a flow, to a torrent of views. This is a perfect illustration of the YouTube algorithm at work, and a demonstration of the power of browse and suggested views. But let's be honest about the realities here. A video game from 30 years ago still has limited appeal. The game itself sold a few 100,000 copies, nothing by today's standards, so the total addressable market will be relatively modest. YouTube has shown this video to users of the platform over 3 million times, which is incredible, but it's also burned through its potential audience. The viral moment, so to speak, has come to an end. So now comes the most important step in the whole process. It is a critical test the creator must pass, and it's a very simple question. What video do they make next? And all too often, the creator overthinks and overcomplicates. YouTube will always have a near infinite amount of data about viewers, and it knows with surgical precision what to do with that data. And so let us present the data. A video in more than 100,000 people's recent watch histories. The chances are high that if each one of these viewers is presented with another video from that creator that intrigues them, they are going to click. This is where channel niche and target audience come into laser focus for the creator. And this can be done with a very simple question. If someone just watched this video, what are they most likely to watch next from the same topic?
I am currently knee-deep in the production of my next video, which is going to be about 1993's X-Wing.
From a topic perspective, this ticks all of the right boxes. It's a video game, it's another space simulator, and it's from the same time period. And arguably, this game is even more popular than the previous one. And this video is going to be seen on the homepage and the browse features of many of the viewers who watched that previous video. Forget about subscribers, forget about notifications. A viewer's watch history is going to pull videos from that channel because YouTube knows the content speaks to the interest, desires, and curiosity of those viewers. So then, let's see what happened. On day one, this video received 18,000 impressions, which is a 14,000% increase on the previous video's day one impressions. In short, YouTube knows who to test this video with. Those impressions brought in 1,700 views, compared to the 23 views from the previous video. And critically, many viewers are returning to the channel to watch this new video. In short, YouTube knows who's going to watch this video. And just like last time, the audience is responding well to the video. High watch time and very positive comments. This time, it doesn't take months for YouTube to find the audience. It already has it, and that audience likes a video. So it's going to test the video with a larger audience immediately. Within a week, the video already has tens of thousands of views. In short, this isn't luck. The YouTube algorithm is performing exactly as advertised to serve up the right video to the right audience at the right time. And how's about this for an extra trick from the algorithm? As well as all of these return viewers, YouTube is constantly seeking new viewers, which gives the channel an added benefit. Having enjoyed this fresh piece of content, these new viewers are naturally going to be shown the previous videos from the channel, which provides an extra boost in views. The second video on the channel is complete. The YouTube algorithm has worked perfectly, another 100,000 views. Let's start the cycle all over again. From 250,000 views and tens of thousands of hours of watch time, YouTube now knows a lot about this audience and is able to demonstrate that through the Analytics and Research tab. The creator should make decisions based off of this data and select what they want to do next. Yes, there are recent space simulators in this list, but the creator is adamant that they want to stay retro and nostalgic. And so does his audience.
Next video will be about Wing Commander 2. See you then.
That is a very sensible and consistent content choice to make, and I wouldn't be surprised if Space Cadet Rewind's third video gets 100,000 views. But all of this insight into how the YouTube algorithm works leaves a burning question in our minds. Why did Space Cadet Rewind decide to choose space simulators from the 1990s in the first place? Well, it's all to do with supply and demand, and this video, the first in the series, is a case study you need to watch next.